Well, hi, everybody.
Hello.
And please help me welcome JJ. And the Tutah, of course. The Tutah come along all the time. Anyway, JJ's had a great day outdoors.
I spent 3 hours outside in a class with online class with Kaylee.
Mm-hmm.
I got her name wrong. Can you believe I got her name wrong during my live stream? One of the other hosts said it wrong.
Oh,
Callie. I think it was Callie. And as soon as I heard that, I got their name wrong all the time. But it was such a fun class.
Oh, so it is Callie. It's not Kaylee?
It's Kaylee.
Oh, okay.
I probably just said that backwards, didn't I?
Oh, okay. That's okay. That's okay. I've done that for months and months for some folks, and then I feel bad.
Yeah.
I get it. Anyway, so you were floating in the tub and doing all kinds of stuff in the sun. And I was telling JJ today is 4/4, of course, and the energies are stability, grounding, and solid foundations. And so I'm feeling the same way. I had to build classes this week, and those are those solid foundations for me. But I'm ready for a vacation. I really could use one. So anyway, so I want to welcome Amanda and Annie Bear and Richie and Brandon and Gerald and Nat and Shining Love True's Light and Barbara Heart Love. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming by. Yeah. So I as usual, pull out what I need. Hi, Wisconsin Lightkeeper. I pulled out some information. And but I have to tell you guys, if you haven't seen the movie, I can't think of the name of it. Keanu Reeves is in it. And it's a fairly new movie, like Good Moments or something like that. Keanu Reeves is an angel. And it's so silly, but it's so good. I'll look it up for sure to give you guys the name of it. But we watched it the other night, and I thought my husband was going to say, what the hell is this? You know? It was a lot of fun.
Was it called Outcome?
No, I'm looking it up. Keanu Angel. Oh, who else is in it? Is Seth Rogen. He's in it too.
Well, you really good. Like in my family, when we try to remember, we'll get so caught up on getting a name right that we'll forget like the point we were trying to make.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Who was the director? Blah blah blah. It's like, oh my god.
And of course, this isn't going to pull up fast enough for me. Just a second. I should have looked it up before.
It's a race, everybody. Everybody look.
Yeah.
And it's a current one?
It's a current one, yeah.
All right.
He plays Gabriel in Good Fortune. That's the name of it. Good Fortune. Yeah. And yeah.
And that has to do with 4/4?
All right. So yes, Good Fortune. If you want to watch it, it came out on the holidays, but it was costly, so I waited till it finally. I think it was on HBO or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, Good Fortune. But it's spiritual, and it's actually fun. So everybody could use a little humor today. Is there anyone out there hearing that a certain orange fellow is at the Walter Reed Army Hospital today? Because I did hear that. Hi, Given Wings. It's good to see you. Yeah. Make sure you send me that link so I can meet with you later. So anyway, yeah. So what's been going on with you, JJ?
Well, I took a really fun class with Woo Woo Wonderment's class, Kaylee.
Yeah.
now I'm like worried if I'm saying their name wrong. It's like they're my friend and I can't remember, but
Mhm.
Callie, it's Kaylee, Kaylee. Oh my God. It's Kaylee. What's wrong with me? Anywho, that
Mhm.
C word girl.
Yes, yes.
It was so fun. It was called Aqua Lead, and it's like an energy kind of similar to Reiki, except like the Aqua Lead one is all about water. And since we're
Mhm.
made up of water, it was just so fun to like learn something that
Yeah.
can help your body like specifically with the water. And yeah, she was about to do the attunement, and I'm like, has anybody got an attunement like in the water? And she's like, no. And I'm like, I jumped in my hot tub, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
I love it. I love it so much.
Mhm.
When I go out to my hot tub in the summer, it's always way too hot, but I have a floaty. Now, I know that sounds ridiculous.
Oh, I
It's
love
about
floating.
the size of the hot tub isn't that big, and the floaty,
Mhm.
I just
Yeah.
float to this corner and that corner. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So is this a
That's how
3-part
we're gonna
class?
what's that?
Do you have some more weeks of the class, or was it just a one and done?
No, it was powerful and simple, just one class. I think it
Mhm.
was about 3 hours, sometimes it's 3 to 4 depending.
Okay.
I bet it could go on and on. Like, we were
Yeah.
chit-chatting pretty good, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Yep.
lovely.
Well,
Yeah.
good. I love
Mhm.
that. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Anya. Nice to see you. All right. So I'm sure Tuta's going to come up and want to talk about certain things, but I want to just give you a little bit of the information about our 4-4 portal. Um, and I'm not the astrologer, but I do know that the Aries energy is very strong. And there are some astrologers saying that they have never felt the energy this intense in their
Mm.
whole astrological lifetime that they can remember. So we are all dealing with that. So I love that you took the class. I love that you floated in the hot tub. I love and I love that grounding is an important component of what we're supposed to do today. Um, so the 4 is associated with the 4 corners of a house, the 4 seasons, and not the group, but the 4 seasons, and the 4 elements. The energy is like building something that lasts rather than building something fleeting. So,
Mm.
um, and the energy of physical, practical manifestation, it's unlike any other portals. It focuses on abstract dreams, hard work, and taking tangible step by step actions to turn visions into reality. I love that. Um, Seeing repeating 4s is often interpreted as a sign of angelic protection. I love it when I see 4 or 444. That
Yeah.
makes me happy. Yeah. Um, Also, remember there are 4 dimensions of self, and they are physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And of course, they want us to balance those. And so, but think of the four legs of a chair. If one of the chair legs is broken, you can't sit there. So you've got to keep that balance going.
Mhm.
Um, they want you to ground yourself, spend time in nature, walk barefoot, or do a rooting meditation, meaning that you're putting your roots down into the ground. Use this day to audit your habits, your routines, your relationships, and ask what supports my growth and what is unstable. Set intentions and practice discipline, one consistent action that serves you long-term future. Perhaps it's starting to drink more water if you're not a water drinker. I remember people telling me, "Oh, I can't drink water. It tastes terrible." And I'm like, "Do you drinking bottled water?" "Well, I won't pay for that." And I'm thinking it's really worth it. It
Mhm.
really, really is. The taste is so good. And I like life water because it also has electrolytes in it. So, yeah.
Yeah, they're coming up with so many new ways to filter water too, like right
Yeah.
out of the tap. Like there's
Mhm.
just little things like you can put right on the end of it. It doesn't have to be a big complicated system underneath.
That's
Um,
right.
but
Yep.
yeah, it's they're coming up with lots of
Hmm.
great ideas out
I
there.
know. Yeah. You see 444 a few times a week. Good for you. That's a real angelic number. Herbal teas, Barbara. Yep, herbal teas are good. Lorraine drinks 4 to 5 cases of bottled water each month. I
Oh,
get
nice.
I get about 10 of them a month. I don't go through them all, but I will drink. Sometimes I'll drink two. I get the tallest bottle there is, and I'll drink, I think it's 22 ounces. I'll definitely drink the 22, and I may drink 44. But it tastes delicious to me. It's very refreshing, and there's no aftertaste with it. But if I went to the tap, and there's no way. There's no way. Yeah, not at all. All right. Let's see what else. What would you like to add, JJ? I don't know.
Oh, good, because they're like making my head go, yes, 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 yes.
Oh, please,
okay.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I really love, because this is the year of the fire horse. I feel like this is a very action type year for us, and and I love that it was turning our visions, into reality.
Yeah.
And then it also has the healing aspect. So, I was wondering if maybe the questions today could be like, maybe like what sort of vision would you like to have become a reality, or maybe even like health type things. But I have a burning question that's not any of that, of course, all capitals, and just so us four-eyed gals can see, make it very obvious for us. That'd be great.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like, okay, we're going to do it right now then. So some of my language is going to come through. Curious if it's this new one that came through today during class. Yeah, let's talk to the water. The water within. Sometimes the flow is stuck in the throat area. Like sometimes it's hard to swallow, meaning that was a hard thing to swallow. Like things that are going outside of us and stuff. They would like to come in and whooshna, whooshna, whooshna. Like if you have like an itchy throat, like we have like allergy. I have an allergy itchy throat. I'm not sure what's going on with Allie, but
me too. Yeah.
Lots of postnasal drip and all of that. Let's just see if we can open up our sinuses for some relief. Just let our sinuses know, like, hey sinuses, thanks for being there for us and doing all of those things behind the scenes. We're just really grateful for you. And if there's anything we can do to assist you, let us know. Feeling the draining of the ears. Any inflammation in the head that's ready to flow. Inflammation. The ones with the joints, the achy joints, the achy toes. And it's as if they are taking out a filter that we have here of anything that you might have wanted to filter with what you did say, and you thought maybe I shouldn't have said it that way, or things we for whatever reason we didn't say. There's so many reasons, and so they're taking out this filter and running it under some nice cool spring water that's been filtered through the it's coming up through the spring in the forest. It has all the minerals. It has everything that this filter needs to clear and energize again. So when this gets put back in, it will start to feel better in the throat area. Tamo, our words, we won't stumble over our words as much. Before we put it back in, though, just cleaning out the area that they took it from. Maybe if everybody could just do a hum, loosen it up a little bit. Humming helps the the vagus. It helps the vagus. It helps just kind of gently help movement in your head. Tutah umashima, maybe even the sinuses to help that release. Koshewa. Anotoma, calling in the four directions. Tianakash nama yiwa, the four directions. Tutoma, the four parts of us. Tutamash namaku yimatui, and placing that filter right back in. Kuna, kuna, kuna. Somebody has like crystals. There's like crystals that help water, like you drink it. It's like, we'll just put it right there. We'll just put it right in that filter box. And just hoping that if there are visions, that we've been dreaming about for ourselves. Unfortunately, we can't make other people. We can't make other people's visions for them, but individuals in our visions, and just really knocking out. It's just you individually. So it's just like your pets, your animals, your in-laws, your family, your friends, your work, or whatever. It's like they're all getting pushed away right now to just talk to you. And what are the things that you want this year, because it's the action year. This is a very high probability for things that you would like to do. So putting blessings on that, and always health and healing for us. Annie's wearing blue lapis, and
she's also wearing a blue scarf. And Kaylee said that she heard herself being called, so she is here now. Her ears were burning.
Oh my God,
I love it, Kaylee. It sounds like you had a great class today. So Carolyn, look at the dry residues after cooking processes. They need to be low. That's the best for the kidney. Hope the translate is good. Okay. All right.
Oh, Belgium. Hello.
I know it.
Look at the dry residues after the cooking process. They need to be low. That's the best for the kidney. Interesting.
I need that. You know I do.
I know. Does she know that?
I don't know if she does. Yeah. I was just telling JJ, it's been 4 months. I still have a UTI. But I think this was all weird that both of us, we couldn't get out what we wanted to say. That's kind of by having our irritation in our throat today. So
yeah.
Yep. Anyway, I love that. Actually, my throat feels a little bit better. I was able to make a loud noise and push it out, you know.
Good.
Yeah.
Where'd the noise come from? Your mouth?
Came from here, but it wasn't it wasn't one of those. I hate hearing people do that. It's kind of rotten. Yeah. I do love that new language. And this is something that just came through. Really?
Yeah. During the Aqualead class, it was this beautiful like octopus being came. And I can't wait to draw it later. And it's like she wants to be drawn. And yeah, she was very beautiful, very flowy.
So you want to be under the sea with an octopus's garden in the shade. That's awesome. That's awesome. So yes, I think that is a really good question. So if anybody wants, what do you want to manifest? What is it that you want? What is your vision or your reality hope for your health? And I think it's important to even the smallest thing. And for me, I've been going and taking acupuncture, and I've noticed a big difference. I really have, in some of the things. She works a lot around my ankles and my feet. And of course, she touched something the other day, and I went, and it was my kidney on my foot. It was. Yeah.
I love that stuff.
I know, reflexology. She hit the kidney, and my kidney was like, "Get this thing out of here." Yeah. Yes, they are. They are very much intelligent. Yeah, absolutely. What did you say? Given wings. I see that octopus painting on the wall next to you, JJ. Yeah, you're going to be putting it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Um, Annie Bear, practice aqua lead on your walk to the trees. Ooh, there you go. There you go. Yes, so blue, anything blue, really. I have actually just a little thumb, one of those things that you fart around with when you're fiddling, and I put that up. Hi, wildlife.
I have raw aquamarine. I got my moldavite. I've got some labradorite on here.
Oh, so you're floating and you're grounding at the same time.
Multitasking.
You know that Artemis is up in the air, and two things I've seen since they went up. The first thing is they showed a picture of the Earth in 1972 from near the moon, and they showed it for today. Doesn't look the same. There's a lot of darkness, a lot of, I would say, pollution or something like that. But the one that really thrilled me was that they were taking pictures out the window of the Artemis of all the UFOs surrounding them.
That's cool.
And NASA said, oops, and cut the feed because they didn't want anyone to see. I know.
NASA.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. I know. Yeah. Anything shining love, light, truth? Yeah, you can ask whatever you'd like to ask. That's fine.
Yes.
We don't mind. Hi, Bora Bora. It's nice to see. She had to if the doctor told her, Carolyn. Okay. I get you. All right. Labradorite necklace. I love labradorite. Oh, yeah. I absolutely love it. So it does say that if you want to do more to support grounding, to use sandalwood, cedarwood, frankincense, black tourmaline, smoky quartz, as you all well know, because you're all smart. And so the 4-4 energy is doing what supports you. And you can love all your family and your friends and your neighbors and everybody else, but ultimately this is the person that you have to support yourself first. So instead of setting overwhelming goals, focus on creating stability in small, meaningful ways. And that's why I said, drink more water, take a short walk, go to the mailbox and back at least, something like that.
That reminds me when I was in your class and Val said like the best advice ever was to show up for yourself, because it was one of those things where if you're constantly saying, oh, I need to go do that, and you don't do it, it's kind of like your body knows that they just kind of gives up on you, And so it was like, don't abandon. Like for me, it was like, I'm not going to abandon JJ. Even if I don't have time to do the full thing, at least I'll go over there and like get near something or a little bit of something. And then that way it gives like, the vibes of like, I didn't abandon myself. So it's very small little things.
I love that. And I'm almost thinking, that they've said that if you're thinking about, let's say if you're a basketball player, but you can't play basketball or you can't practice, you can do it in your head.
Oh.
And that is, not all the time, but like you could just pretend you were playing a game and dribbling here and there and shooting baskets and all that. And your body will understand that's because those feelings. Karate's the same way. I haven't taken karate for 50 years, but I still know a lot of the moves because it becomes, lined into your DNA, so to speak.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun. Yeah. Oh, here's a Mary. No matter what you think about Mariah Carey, her song Hero is a good song for gathering love and faith for yourself. Absolutely. Yeah, it's very true. Tiger Woods does play the course in his mind. He should have also driven in his mind first before he flipped his.
You're hilarious today.
Well, I don't know if you've seen it, but I saw him. They had the police talking to him on the police camera. And he was way over there and he was coming toward the police and he said, oh, yes, well, I'm sorry. I had to talk to the president. I called the president. I thought, okay, buddy.
I'm looking up the words to hero. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's
there's a
true.
hero if you look inside your heart, and you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer. If you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away.
Mm.
Then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside because you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong. And you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. That's awesome.
We are our own heroes and heroines. We really are. Because, if you ever have looked at Joe Campbell's The Hero's Journey, mm, very nice. Very nice. I love that. You're right. Beautiful words. Beautiful words. So, how many of you have ever chose calm over urgency when something has happened and your normal reaction would be, but you've
That's me.
said to yourself,
Yeah.
that's you? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's me. I'm like a first responder. Like I am not going to just sit back and be
Uh-huh.
like, huh, I'm trying to be that person now, but I'm like, huh, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you can, if you come from like a chaotic like home, like upbringing. Yeah, I don't know. That's difficult for me.
It was really difficult for me too. And yet I remember I found out my little puppy Caramel, or she's not a puppy, but that she had cancer. And of course, first I was devastated, but I thought about it and I thought, no matter how long I have that dog, she's going to be important to me every moment she's here and probably later. And she is. And I just sat back and thought, what, nothing I can do can change it.
Mm-hmm.
But if something happens to one of your kiddos or you got, other things going on and it's
Yeah.
scary. I understand. I do. Yeah. Wow. A first reactor. Yes, Richie.
Instead of the first responder.
You're just learning that within the last 7 years, Lorraine. Yeah. Some of us, it takes a while. So me too. I love that. Yeah.
Bye, Bora Bora. Thanks for showing.
Oh, thank you for coming by. Thank you so much, Janet. Enjoy your trip. Yeah. You have to pause and think of the next step. Pause the calm before the action. Beautiful. Yeah. Calm in the storm. Yeah. I don't know what your day starts. What does your day start like? Do you have a ritual that starts your day? No?
The
Okay.
dogs will need something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes
Yeah.
sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense. My ritual is I have to either order coffee or Keith would have gone out and got me coffee because I like iced coffee. So I go check the refrigerator. That's
Nice.
my first thing. And then I pull out my journal and I start writing in it. So that's my
That's what I loved about your class. It changed my routine, and it was like,
uh
okay, I'm not going to sit down and check my phone. I'm going to go get some tea and I'm going to sit with my journal. Yeah,
yeah.
that was a nice way
It
to begin.
is. It's a nice beginning. Annie, you write down your dreams and go outside to offer morning prayers. That's beautiful. That's a ritual and
Mhm.
it's not, look at it's not expensive. It's not time consuming, because once you get out there, and of course we know, Annie, that you then take a walk with your dog. You have tea and biscuits before praying at your tree. I love
Awesome.
that, Annie. Yeah,
That's
I do.
great.
Yeah. Yeah. And Nat, you're better at observing rather than absorbing since the class. Well, that's good, Nat.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Yesterday she came into where Jeff and I were having a show and she was gardening
Hmm.
and we were talking about gardening and that would be another beautiful way of starting a
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because really we grew up with this sort of hit the floor running, most of us. You got to hurry up, you got to take a shit, shower and shave and all that stuff and eat your breakfast. And then you got to, find your clothes, put them together. For me, I think I have to iron this shirt if I'm going somewhere, Um, and then you're getting in the car to go somewhere. And it's usually, I don't know where everybody lives, but it's usually stressful. You're sitting in that
Yeah.
stress. So, all right. You got
Wow.
rid of morning rituals in the hopes that every day. Oh, I love that, Richie. Nothing
Wow.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Uh-huh. All right. And what did Leslie say? Let's see. Take a few deep breaths and wait a few minutes to respond.
Yeah, I like what they set up. Is that them up above too? Where
Oh,
it's like you read something or it happens, you like, yeah, put the phone down, walk away for a few minutes. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
great. Yep,
Yeah,
and write it
yeah,
down.
our first reaction is not always what we want it to be. It's hard to sit through that at times, though. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, there you go. Get a piece of paper and write what you'd like to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I never have that retort. I never can come up with that fast. If there's something that's said, I give so much credit to people who, somebody says something and they come back with something right away and they shut them right up.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. You're still in the rat race, Rossi. I get it, honey. Yeah. Make the bed, 5 minutes of silence, then my affirmations, then my cold brew coffee, document
Nice.
any dreams, feed the cats, and go for a walk. That's beautiful. That's
Dude,
beautiful.
that's great.
It is. It starts the day out beautifully. It really does. You don't write your dreams right away, so you forget some of them,
Mm-hmm.
but you remember it was a good dream. Yeah.
I'm always like, I'm so gonna remember that.
Yeah.
15 minutes later, gone. I'm like, oh, and I'm like cranking it up. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
come on.
Uh-huh. So Keith doesn't remember any dreams, and he remembered a dream, part of one, I guess. And he was driving an RV, which makes sense. He said it was old but not decrepit. And he got to this place to park, and he parked on a swivel plate, and it went counterclockwise to park. And he's like, I don't know what any of that means. And I said, well, you're old, but you're not decrepit. And you're still driving your car,
You're really good at parking.
Yeah. And I said, you're going counterclockwise, so you'd love to turn back time, but it's not possible,
Wow.
or
That's
a new way of seeing things. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. But like I said, I don't get to practice too often with him. So you've learned how not to react. You choose to respond to the mean or crazy making questions, and you change the subject. That sounds like what my husband has done. When we worked at Public Storage way back, this lady came flying in the door, and she's yelling at him and screaming at him. And he goes, 1, 2, 3. What are you doing? And he said, I called you. I was counting the times I called you to tell you that you had to pay your bill and you didn't pay your bill.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, where's all this anger coming from? I thought, how could he do that? That wasn't me, especially in Massachusetts. They like to ride right over you. Yeah. That's beautiful. Amanda, you're frankly not good at morning. You start with tea and try to remember dreams. I've never been a morning person myself. Yeah. Kaylee, up at 8, out the door at 8:30, and at work for 9. So you're not working at home anymore. There's a point where you and I were talking, or we did a show, Kaylee, where you were working from home, but it might have been around the time of COVID lockdowns. I don't know. I do too. I have a hard time falling asleep, though.
Same.
Yeah. Too much going on in the old brain arena. Yeah.
Mary, me too. Mary says, tend to put my foot in my mouth with funny sarcasm, and you find it funny, but some not so much. So I've been trying to zip my lip, but I must admit I'm quick. Me too. I'm so quick with the one-liners. And then
that's awesome.
I'm like, oh my God, that was really rude. I'm like, I did it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, at least you don't say quiet piggy or one of those things. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 2 days at home and 3 in the office. I get it, Kaylee. Okay. You try to remember, Cheryl, that some things you can't change. So you refrain from yelling and screaming. Yeah.
Oh, an evening routine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what about it's talking about this ritual, and thank you all for sharing it. It says returning to a consistent morning ritual or taking 5 minutes to reset your day at some point. If things are really kind of shitty, then what you might want to do is just sit down and try to reset your day, or choose calm over urgency. When your energy's grounded, your actions become clearer, your decisions more aligned, and your goals more sustainable. So what they're basically saying is, if you're not grounded, you're too flighty, or you're too much up in the head. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, I would say that's true. Especially like spiritual people, because it's so nice to escape into like la la land when things down here aren't so great.
Yeah.
But then I remember having clients like years and years ago where it was really interesting because they were more balanced when they were in their head. It was like the exact opposite, but they kept trying and trying and trying to ground, but it's just like
Mhm.
that wasn't who they were. So
Oh,
so that was interesting.
that is interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Um, what they're suggesting here is to give yourself something you don't often prioritize, which is stillness.
Mm-hmm.
Light a candle, take a breath, let yourself slow down. You don't need to chase balance. You just need to come back to balance. So maybe not, maybe if you're unbalanced and you've been made aware of it, you don't have to scold yourself about it. You just have to come back to it and make sure that you're able to do that. Before you say boom shakalaka, Carolyn. I love that. Yeah. Yes, frankincense and cedar makes me very happy. I love it. I love the smell of it. That's awesome. Yep. You make coffee and feed cats and light sage and put on Buddhist singing bells.
That's great.
Bowls. Sorry, bowls, not bells. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions for the Tutah today? You already know what you need to do, everybody. It's just how do I want to say this? Well, we don't prioritize ourselves enough.
No, we don't.
Yeah, yeah. I actually I was supposed to have kiddos come over tomorrow. They're not kids, but you know what I mean. And I haven't felt well all week, and my house is a mess. And they can't come for their own reasons. And I'm like, thank you. I just can't do it, and I need to prioritize my rest.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of love the idea. I think I'll do a little bit of light language energy work right now.
Okay.
And maybe you could pull a couple of cards. It's
Yep.
definitely a flow type thing.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, like my people really love nature, and so sometimes we'll do these readings about the river, like your personal river. What does it look like, and is there
Mm.
any debris that's slowing it down?
Yeah. Yep.
And I think this is going to be more of inside the body, but however it works for you, that's fantastic. So yeah, the best way to receive is to, is this for my best and highest good? If you get the no feeling, then just hold space for people. But closing your eyes and relaxing and making sure you take deep breaths. Not all the time. We don't want you to hyperventilate. Tomasz Niama. Tiana, we're talking about the circulation. Tukama Shnema. Etiamakushnema Yema Ita Unema Ishnama Kuyewa. And they're talking about the meridians in the body. Kuma, 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 those energy, the positives and the negatives, all the batteries of us. Matu kumash namatya. Sometimes when you leave the battery in too long, it can get corroded. So they're talking about that as a metaphor of maybe not taking care of something and leaving it go too long. And so there might be some connection issues, like with the battery. You know, you have to clean the battery off and you have to clean the other thing off that it's going into. So they're lightly doing that, and I'm not a doctor, but energetically we're doing this. Working on the lungs for people, working on the throat for people. Matui, matui, matui. O kanashna yamatyamawa shimanayewa. Just singing about how beautiful you are, and you sometimes forget. You're so quick in the shower sometimes. It's like that's a perfect place to really honor yourself. Yewa. Doing some more of the throat, off to the side throat. What would you like to unlock? Some sort of knowing within your body, that just the knowing. And I see a lot of times we have our own key, but for some reason I'm seeing like this little bird coming in, and this little bird has the key, and dropping it in the palm of your hand, and it's like, what would you like to unlock today? Would you like it for your heart? Open up some of those parts that were protected. And good job with those protections, by the way. But maybe you would like to open up a window just to air it out a little bit. Make sure the protections are there. Maybe the protections are ready to change or shift. This big, beautiful heart of yours. This big, beautiful heart. Thank you, heart. Kunama pato yewa, for pumping everything. Kunashnia, doing all of those things. Tioto shnama tiama koyewa. Anu niyama. Giving the heart some energy. And it's like talking to the blood, and being like, energizing the blood, and that everything the blood, like every part the blood goes through, is just being like, hey, thanks, here's some gratitude. It's like he goes by all of the blood, goes through all of the systems and whatnot. It's like if they don't directly like go to it, they're just like hollering like, hey, guess what? We're grateful. Tupamash nama for everything you guys do. Titomash namatiana kanash niyama wishnama 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 wishnama. And just taking a moment right now and just see if there's any part of your body that would like to have a little of attention. And you can put your hands there, or just go there in your mind's eye. And some of them, they're like, treat it like a baby. And just like give it that like lullaby energy, and almost being like, I know you don't feel good. I know that something is wrong. Pokomo mash namapa yewa yewa unkoi. Anonamash nyama koyemati. Tanui tanaye tanamau kaye. It's okay to let the tears fall. Sometimes we get tired and exhausted. Tunakoki anokopash nemayewa. Anoti tanamashna. When you go through the door, lay your swords down. Tutah, everything you needed on the outside. Tutah, lay your swords down. Lay your burdens down in a burden basket. Outside your door, just visualize these burdens as rocks, and just putting these rocks so you don't have to carry them into your house. Something that happened at work, something that happened when we were driving. Maybe we have financial issues. It's like the burdens will still be there, if you want to pick them back up. However, going into your home, your sanctuary, pano, it's like going through the door and just putting some energy right there by the door. Um, so it cleanses you from your day, and it's like a welcoming home to you. Pako nash nioa. They're going to the like the spine, kotama shnema, near your shoulders, that area. They're like someone's coming in to help with that. I feel amuta noshna yawa, like guardian kind of energy, because like guardians have your back, right? Just kind of in that area, like taking some of the burdens that don't belong to you, as if you're wearing this heavy weighted vest. They're like, hey, you know what? Let me take that. Let me take that burden that's not yours. They're like, good job taking on those burdens, but they're not yours, and those belong somewhere else. So let's just take those burdens off you right now, especially the family burdens. Pato komosh namatiana ko aish nama yewa. Oh no, they're like, and don't worry if you're really good about collecting burdens, because you can still collect them after this. They're like, if you're really good at it, then don't worry about releasing it because you can have them again. They're being really funny about that. Yeah. And breathe. The whole time I'm like, I know where Allie's going to put their lullaby.
I remember when I was working at one of the colleges, the secretary had a sign behind her, and it was, "Your lack of preparation does not constitute an emergency on my part." And that just came back to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the burden. It's like the burden when you're dropping your burden at the door. But at the same time, you have to be responsible for the burden at times. It's hard to give
It
that
is.
up at times.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
But it can be heavy. So put it down
Mhm.
occasionally, like if you're going into the shower. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I pulled the cards, the first card I got was a mirror, looking in the mirror. And look at the way she looks in the mirror, but look, she's walking away.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Yeah. Seeing the
walking away.
back of her. Wow. That's cool.
It is cool. And it's almost as though she's saying that this is what we do when we look in the mirror. We all go, oh, or my hair, my whatever it is. But looking in the mirror can be very self-reflective, or it can position you in such a way that you can walk away from any of the troubles that you have if you need to. The second one is isolation. We know what isolation has been if we lived in 2020. And there's nothing wrong with some isolation. And if you don't have time to be by yourself, I remember one of my dogs doesn't like coming in the bedroom at night because she wants a break from the other two. And Keith is like making her come in. And I said, everybody needs a break. Let the dog have a break, So, we all need some isolation at some point, and then follow it up with play.
Yay.
And I love that. Be a kid, get your inner child out, run and play, or skip and hop. Some of us can still skip and hop, or ride a bike, or whatever it is we want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, all of those remind me, and Annie Bear said it in the mirror, it looks like it's her older self, right?
That's true.
It's one of those things where we have this amazing opportunity to go back being our super smart, super wise, older people.
Yeah.
We can go back, and we can go back with fresh eyes, and like this is something that Nat did too, in a vision where it's like you see your little and just witness your little, and almost like with the body parts that they were doing, and just be like, hey, you know what? I love you.
Mhm.
I brought you an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Let's just sit here by this tree, you and me. We don't even
Mhm.
have to say anything, just you and me. Let's go sit by the tree. And
Absolutely.
because I feel like there's a lot of the inner children, the younger children in us that they did really good with protection. And so it's almost like if they come out into the light to be seen and to play, it's like someone's going to notice, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just really nice to take those really small, simple steps of being like, hey,
Mhm.
let's go sit out by this tree and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and have an ice
Um,
cream cone.
I found that I can do that with my adolescent self. My
Oh, no.
adolescent self is able to go back to my bedroom in my parents' house and sit on
Mm,
the bed. And
mm,
I ground myself there by looking at the wallpaper and all the things that used to surround my bed. And I really do believe that time travel is here. And you
that's
can
cool.
conjure up these other pieces of yourself and heal them.
Yeah.
At the very least, you can sit in that energy. And every time I go, I always feel comforted by the fact that I'm sitting on my bed, but my mother's right down the hallway in her own room. And of
Mm,
course, she hasn't been around for 38, 39 years, but
nice.
when I'm there, she's there.
Nice that you can visit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's a nice feeling. Yeah. To, Amanda, you asked for serenity and porous protection. I love that. Yeah. Dance in La La Land. That's right.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's like what Barbara Hartlove is saying, like some people are when they grow up, like their childhood is to take care of somebody else,
Yeah.
and like a mom or a dad or a sibling, and you just,
Mhm.
it's almost like I feel like right now my mom looks younger than she's ever looked.
Really?
She
Wow.
moved away, like,
Uh-huh.
we all grew up in Vermont, and, so she never saw herself moving somewhere else, but when my dad stepped out of the physical, she came out here with us and
Mhm.
looks so much younger because it's like, it's like she's at the age where the mom and the dad stepped out of the physical. It's like those, like, heavy burden vests, that
Yes.
is so heavy, and like she looks younger, she's glowing. Yeah,
Oh,
it's almost like you can still be a kid in this age at this age.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And I
yeah.
think that some people say, "Oh, I look foolish if I did this or that." Who cares? You
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
it
look at
doesn't.
me. I speak
Yeah.
a weird language and my eyes go like
Mhm.
this.
You make funny faces and yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
beautiful though. Everybody loves it. And Gwen said when you were singing, it made her feel so good. Um, Hi,
Mhm.
Roxelles. Nice to see you. Um, Mary says you can also see past lives when staring at someone in the mirror. I agree. And it
Yeah.
can be rather intense. And I always wondered if that's why some cultures find mirrors like
Mm.
I really do believe they're portals, Mary. They are portals. You're not going to fall through probably, but the other thing is nobody, I read yesterday, nobody has ever seen their true self. So you can't, because actually we're getting a mirror reflection of the opposite of ourselves.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Oh, and speaking of opposites, they just want to mention like us being adults and going back and being like, oh, it's okay, little JJ. It's almost like the kid needs to come to me to be like, oh, hey, did you
Mhm.
forget how to have fun?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can do it
Yeah.
that way too.
That's what I get also. I haven't done it in a while, but when I have crayons and a coloring book, I like to do it like adult coloring, but I really love kid coloring.
Yeah.
I do. The crayon smells so good.
Yes,
And, it like
yes.
if you get a Santa book at Christmas or
Oh
something
yeah.
like that,
Oh yeah.
you
Yep.
can make all the presents different colors. It's really fun. All right. So we have a couple questions here. Annie Bear, am I in a rest period?
Are you
Not
in
a rest. Not you're going to be arrested.
you
In
are so gonna go to the slammer.
And Rossi, I have you. we're right at the top of the hour here, so we'll do that. Yeah. Yes, you are, Rock. Yeah.
Am I in a rest period? Hmm. I'm getting the word, oh, never. You're never in a rest period.
Uh-huh.
Because I think it's because you see things growing, and the connections of all of those things around you. So I think they're getting caught up on the rest period kind of definition. You might feel like you're in between two big trees, and maybe you're in the shade, but you're still doing what you do, even though you're in between like two big trees. So yeah, it's like you've stepped in there for a little bit, but you're still notice. It's like impossible for you not to notice, like the caterpillar, the winged ones. It's like um, there is no rest for that, and that's what's so beautiful about you. Um, so I'm seeing you in the shade, the beautiful shade of these two trees. And I see you like your bare feet, like you're trying to touch the sun with with your bare feet, like your toes get into the sun, or whatever this is in your life. Like you're like, okay, I'll try it. I'll try it just a little bit, whatever that is. And it's nice to just test out a toe or two is what they're saying. And it tickles a little bit, which makes you laugh. So as much as you can be in a rest period, I would say yes. But
Yeah.
also never.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. And Rossi says, we're working even when resting because we hold space for those that are awakening. So I agree. We're very busy. Well, wait till you see what I got, Annie. You'll
Oh,
laugh.
you're making your
The
will.
first one I get is dream.
Oh,
You are remembering all your dreams, and your dreams are telling you things, and you're working in those dreams. And some of them are comforting you. I love this one. And some of them are quite the adventure. That makes a lot of sense to
it
me.
does. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I love that. I love that. Rossi, may I have a message from Tuta on the current changes heading her way? Yeah.
We super appreciate the word current.
Thank you. Yeah. The water.
The
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Um, a message for Rossi, on the current changes heading my way. Okay.
Mhm.
Makota hona eshnama matuma matiama. So like the rushing water comes to something. Kutapashna yeba tuma tiama kushnima yeba tuna paushnima. And it goes two ways. Tumauchnama titenana shnama kuyawa. It can't go one way. It has to go two ways because it's for this rushing water. So I'm just checking the current and seeing like
Mhm.
I'm seeing if I can see down the double ways. Tutanku. Yeah. Oh, you know what they're saying? Sometimes, especially if there's a nice current, almost as if there's a speed to it, which doesn't seem nice. Um,
Mhm.
like it breaks off around this thing, and then but it comes around. It goes around and it meets up again. It might not meet up exactly like what it was um, before it came up
Mhm.
to this obstacle. But it's almost like it goes like and creates like an island kind of thing where it almost meets up, but it's not the same. It's a little bit different. Um, Let me see if there's anything on the other side of this. Is there any advice? Yeah, it's like holding on. It's like going through very fast currents, but only holding on to like a piece of wood.
Mm.
I see that you're okay. It's not the most fun thing you've done in your work in your life.
Mhm.
Tupamash nama bakul yawa. I definitely. Okay. Patutomash namatia naka yawa. Unatuma. But when it does come around and almost meets up again, it's like you're on a different side of it. But there's not that much of a divide anymore. It's like you can see the other side. It's just yeah, it's calmer on the other side
More
of the
integrated? Is it more integrated?
Yeah, it's calmer.
Okay.
But it's definitely like the two rivers are not in the same track. So
Okay.
whatever that is,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
That's cool.
I wish you the best outcome, Rossi.
Yeah, absolutely, Rossi. I pulled 3 cards. The first one I got is to trust, which I know you do. Trust that whatever it is will be there waiting for you in that current. That you are the seed and you have planted the seed and you are doing the work. And that's why you're feeling also that you're never sleeping, because you're helping other people. You're the seed for their awakening. And then I got the card that they suggested for in this information that I found, and it's stillness. Here we go again.
Oh my gosh,
And
that's
look,
beautiful.
isn't it beautiful? And it's like the little boy is sitting in a cave, but he's not alone. He's just quiet. He's just still. And I think Eckhart Tolle, doesn't he have a book called Stillness Speaks? I think he does. I haven't read it though. But he's quite the profound guy. You need to surf the waves. There you go, girl.
Dun, 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 dun.
Little Hawaii 5-0 action. Thank you. There's that, and then there's Miami Vice. Oh, more meditation. There you go, Rossi. Well, JJ, I had a great time again.
Same.
Does Tutah have a message and a card for the group? We can do that. We're right at the end. We'll do that. Okay.
Tears. They're talking about tears and how healing tears can be. Speaking of the water, the salt water, it just seems like there's like a lot of inflammation. Inflammation within, inflammation without outside of us. So talking about the inflammation, try your best to do the cooling of it. Like go to the exercise we did with the heart even. Go back to that if you need to, or you know how to do it now. Like just talk to your heart and just be like, okay, how do we cool the inflammation? Just like ask your body. It's just like communicate with your body. How to stop the inflammation outside of us? I don't know. Prayer. I think you can pray. Definitely pray. Put your feet on the ground and give like love and gratitude to all the things going right, everything that's growing, the things that you're aligned to. Just be really thankful and grateful for those things, because it's not like everything is bad.
Right
out there.
And you're right, Gwen. Tears help wash off the pain.
Yeah.
And so what I just was told by my guides was, don't take the turmoil internally. Try to see it as what do I want to say? Not rubber bullets, but rubber. When you're playing, well, paintball would be one of the, but that still hurts. I don't want it to hurt. What do I use to not have a Nerf ball?
A
Nerf ball.
Yeah, a Nerf gun.
Yeah, Nerf gun. It just comes at you and say, well, bubbles. You're not going to move me out of here. I'm here, and this is I'm not going in here because this is my space. I don't want that in my space. Yeah. And they're saying that the card is illusion. So a lot of what we think is happening is an illusion, and a lot of what's happening is to make us crazy. So we have to stay inside and block that energy from coming inside, because we don't need to be any weaker than we perceive that we are, because we're all really strong. and especially the group of us. The group of us is amazingly strong.
Yeah, it's like the inner strength of you.
Yeah. Yep, that's for sure. Yes, Mary, the energies are a little crazy, but that is, we have to keep our cool. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much. And thank you, JJ and Tutah. And next month we'll be on JJ's channel. I'll simulcast on 5/5, probably at 5. I don't know. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.